Hey fellas, so check this out. I was talking to a client, let's call him LL. He had that New York swag, and LL was complaining about his erections not being the way that he wanted them to be. It's like it happened all of a sudden. What happened? Well, basically we got into it. We started talking about, his past. He was working with that nightlife, being a DJ, and then he transitioned to starting his own business. And it was like, just didn't have a lot of time to sleep, and his business required him to be in a car all the time, so he wasn't really getting his exercise on, so that was affecting him. But he said something that was surprising but not surprising. He said that his testosterone levels checked out well. I mean, he was like in his 700s, and it was like, oh, that's good for being 50. But it was like, got me to thinking, well, why does that happen? Why is your testosterone levels good and you're still not performing? Then okay, so we got the team at GoodWood to get into that research, find out what's going on, and this is what came across, fellas. Woo! Your testosterone levels, as you get older, gain weight, things like that, yeah, your testosterone, it gets tricked and turned out. Yeah, I'm using, pimp language. Yes, your testosterone gets tricked and turned out, and I'm going to break all that stuff down because as you're getting older, you're taking your supplements and things are still not working the way that you want to. You're doing the exercises. What is missing out of this formulation? What don't we understand? And what can you do with your supplementation to get that game up? I mean, as you age, the herbs and supplements that you take also need to change along with that. And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 23 years I've been a men's performance coach with GoodWood, the liquid aphrodisiac, formerly known as African Fly. And today specifically we're going to be talking about herb stacking. Herb stacking, the benefits of that, and the results that you will see, and how that plays into this whole game of your testosterone basically being pimped out. And also stay tuned to the end because we're going to be talking about two huge announcements. We're talking about GoodWood Advanced being available. And also we're talking about something new, which is GoodWood University's Wood on Demand Challenge, something you need to pay attention to. And we talked about GoodWood Advanced last week, went a little bit in depth with it, and we said, hey, go into the comment section, let us know why you think you'd be a good candidate for it, and we'll go ahead and send you a complimentary bottle. And guys, you showed up in the comment section, and just let me know that, hey, it gives us fuel to know that, so many guys need help, so we're going to be here for that. But we do have our winners. We're talking about my man Alan Duncan, Derek Blackman, Michael O'Hara, Terrell, am I saying that right? Terrell Wimberly, and Ajax 2. Sirs, you will be getting your complimentary bottle to you. But if you also went into that comment section, you left some comments, and leave some comments below. We have something special. We're announcing it now, so make sure you stay tuned to get that. And of course, I do want to hear from you, so if you got any other questions, let's go into the comment section. And since we're talking about some old school stuff, we got the old school dance up here, just so I can break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. So let's talk about herb stacking. When we're talking about herb stacking, we're talking about basically blending two or more herbs together. This is the way that naturally the herbs are supposed to work. They are most effective in this way. And when I'm talking about herbs, I'm talking about teas, capsules, powdered herbs, tinctures, like what GoodWood is. Because GoodWood is actually 8 different herbs all in together, and that's technically stacking. Because the reason why you do this is because it has a faster effect and it works out better for your body. When you're stacking herbs, I mean, of course you have to be consistent with it, read the directions, but you don't do something. You don't just take these herbs just one time. It's like, oh, it didn't work. I tried it for 2 days. It didn't work. This is something we were trying to fix your body. Let me correct that. Medicines try to fix your body. We want to fix one part of your body. When it comes to herbs, you're trying to fix the entire thing. You can't get one thing to function without everything functioning correctly. So that's what herb stacking is. And when it comes to the benefits of herb stacking, there's a bunch of them because they're complementary to each other. It's beneficial to have several herbs working in together. And many herbs will work by themselves alone, great. I mean, I love black maca, that works out very well. But when you're combining them, there's something that happens because basically herb A activates herb B. And when they're working in conjunction with each other, they actually work out very well. And of course, the opposite is true too. If you have the wrong herbs, you take herb A and herb B and put those together, they can cancel each other out. It's sort of like Zambuki, where you have coffee and vodka in the same drink. You can't figure out whether you want to go to sleep or wake up. Yeah, you don't want that. You want the herbs that work together well. And when we're talking about working together well in this situation, we are talking about improving the blood flow, getting the testosterone up, relaxing veins, relaxing the body, boosting sex hormones, balancing your sex hormones. All of that is to go together so you get the results. And the results of taking herbs can be cool and confusing at the same time. And that's because a lot of times you don't necessarily feel the difference the way that we normally think. We think that Viagra, like I'm taking it and it just happens, or I'm taking some type of medicine that gets me the jitters. With herbs, a lot of times it's just very gentle. It just happens, and it's just going to happen for you. It's sort of like that whole thing, youth is wasted on the young. That's because it's just already there. It just already works. Your body's like that. It already knows what it's supposed to do, and if you do the right things, it'll just work correctly. No boom, no big magic thing. You'll just notice one day like, oh wow, I get erections first thing in the morning. Hey, that's the way that's supposed to work. So let's get back to my man LL and his pimped out testosterone, because basically, like I said, he was in a situation where his testosterone was being turned out and being tricked. And let's go into that, because basically when you're talking about testosterone, you're talking about free testosterone and bound testosterone. The vast majority of testosterone in your body is bound. It's already into your muscles. It's already into your heart and every place else where you need testosterone. That's bound testosterone. But as you get older, the free testosterone is a very small amount. It's supposed to be available to go through wherever you need it to go. So if you have free testosterone and you need it for an erection, hey, it's there, it's ready to go. As you get older, that free testosterone gets turned out and gets tricked. And when I say getting turned out, we're talking about when it goes through the process of being converted into estrogen. And so basically, there's a process called aromatase. It's actually an enzyme called aromatase that take that testosterone and hey, we're going to basically bitched it. It's going to turn it into estrogen. And on the other side, you have what's called the sexual hormone binding globulin. Globulin. I love saying that word. Hey, basically what it does is sitting there tricking the free testosterone and saying, hey, come over here. Hey. It catches it, and it's not therefore free to go around the body. I mean, it gets, obviously, we're talking about your personal chemistry set. It gets more complicated. We'll talk about that at another time, but that's basically it. You have two things going on. If this continues to happen, you'll get what's known as old man syndrome, grumpy old man syndrome. We get off my lawn. That's because the testosterone is no longer there. You feel weaker. You don't have your erections. You're depressed. All this good stuff that'll make you grumpy. So what did we do? Once we found out, we knew about this, we came up with GoodWood Advanced. What did we do? We took the herbal stack we had and we stacked another herb in there. And that herb is called nettle. And what nettle does is basically handle those two different things. Nettle goes in and it says, hey, when it comes to aromatase, that's not going to happen. We're going to have this free testosterone. When it comes to the sexual hormone binding globulin, that's when the nettle comes in and blocks that as well. So we stopped it from being tricked and we stopped it from being turned out. So what happens? We have the research from NIH that basically has said that when it comes to multiple ingredient performance supplements, that's when nettle works best. Basically, they're saying stack herbs. And when you stack the herbs, you have amazing results. And I'm going to tell you, personal confession time right here. I've taken more of the sexual performance fuel GoodWood, formerly known as African Fly, for the past 23 years than anybody on the planet. Still healthy, still living, everything's working. But as I gotten older, it was like I had to take more of it to get the same effect. When I started taking this, huge difference. You tell the difference. And homegirl, she said she was going to give a testimony. Yeah, she ain't taking it. She just giving a testimonial because it works. The guys who've already tried it, it's working for them. We want to find out if it's working for you. But as I always say on this channel, it is a supplement. It's supposed to supplement the other things you do. So what we've done is pull all the things that you're supposed to do together in a very tight window. Not tight window, it's just 30 days. It's the 30 days for the GoodWood Advanced Wood on Demand Challenge, sponsored by GoodWood University. And basically what we're doing is looking at how to get to that next level with good wood. So with GoodWood, you're able to see hey, I'm taking this, everything is working, but what can you do to get better? That's when you combine it with the GoodWood University challenge that goes along with it. With this challenge, you're getting all the information I've been talking about for the past 23 years. You're going to have access to the books. You're going to have access to the videos. You're going to have access to the men's sexual performance test. Once you take that test, you'll have access to ECS 25, the exponential energy formula, or the cheat code for men. So you understand that process. You'll be doing this for the next 30 days, tracking yourself, getting the right supplements, getting the right information, getting the right food. We have it all laid out for you to make it easy. And all you have to do, if you want to get to GoodWood Advanced, you're going to get this with it, because we know how important it is that you not only get the supplement, but you get the information so you can actually get the results. It's not about getting the supplement, it's about getting the results. Am I right? Am I making sense? Of course I am. So, what do you need to do next? Well, if you have some comments, leave that in the comment section. But when it comes to what you need to do for real, I need for you to go ahead and click that link, get GoodWood Advanced, get into the whole university program, learn as much as you can so you can stop having this issue. I can tell you fellas, on the other side of it, it is wonderful when you have that level of confidence, when you can make sure that she comes back again. Yeah, yes. That's what we want for you. So, you know what to do. This is Uncle B saying, get your game up and get advanced. Peace out.